This is Mindful Mondays. In these sessions, and the reason why I call these Paint With Me sessions Mindful Mondays is kind of twofold. Art making is play. It's allowing that inner child to come out and express himself or herself. Mindfulness is a state of active, open presence. It is observing our thoughts and our feelings without judgment, allowing them to be. And so when we bring together art making and the practice of mindfulness, we are allowing ourselves to be present with our experience, to not silence our inner critic, but actually to allow it without judgment. And the more we practice this, the quieter and the more confident our inner critic will become, because we're inviting it to sit alongside us as we practice our art making. Now, generally in our Mindful Monday practices, we engage in abstract watercolor. Sometimes we'll add a couple other different mediums, whether it's acrylic ink or oil pastel, pencil, but our primary medium is watercolor. And so I'm glad you're here today. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. I'm glad you're here today too. Let's get started. I'm going to switch the camera around and we'll look at our supplies and kind of an inspiration piece of what we'll be painting today. Thanks. Okay, let's look at some of our supplies. I have a watercolor journal. You can use a sheet of watercolor, which I may end up doing in my piece as we paint along together. Mechanical pencil. Today, we're going to be using a size 10 round brush. This is a Princeton Neptune. Any round brush will be fine so long as it's fairly full. And I have a metallic gold marker. Any marker, any gold marker will do. I've got oh, that's the wrong one. Here's a couple. I have a gold jelly roll. I have, this is called Craft Smart, and it's gold. So any gold marker will do. I have a, so I think this is Sakura, the Micron pen, and any size is fine. I just picked up an 01 out of the supplies that I have. We've got some black acrylic ink. I have a little dish that I'm going to put just a dab of ink in, and we'll use a piece of cardboard. We did this recently in another painting, and that will give us these unique marks. And I have some oil pastels in these red earth, green, and deep yellow ochre colors. Those are really pretty, and I thought they'd be fun to make some marks with. So, oh, my goodness. And our paint palette. And we're primarily using some greens, a little bit of brown. Here's another shade of green. And some burnt burnt orange, quinacridone, gold. I'll have the colors down in the list. And, oh, and I have, gosh, these are all in different palettes. And we have some Titan Buff. Okay. Oh, the other thing, today we are primarily working in a wet on wet format, which simply means I'll be guiding you. As I guide you, we will be laying down water first and then color dropping, adding our pigment into the water. Not for every single stroke, but for the most part. And it adds a really interesting effect, I think. So before we begin, I want to invite you to take a moment and breathe and just be present, no matter what's going on. And there is a lot going on out in the world right now. Try to let it go and just be with yourself. This is time for you right now. So be present with your art supplies, your art journal, your paper, the music that I'll be playing. And remember, mindfulness is about not quieting our thoughts per se or denying them, but allowing them to be without judgment. And the more we allow that presence without judgment, the quiet our thoughts become. Let's begin with a mantra, if you will, to kind of set the tone for today. This mantra is Aim Nama, and that simply means my true nature is love and joy. So let's go ahead and inhale and exhale 3 deep breaths. And as we do that, inhale the word Aim and exhale through your mouth the word Nama. Aim Nama. Aim Nama. Drop your shoulders. Just relax and continue that deep breathing as we begin. Let's begin. All right, we've got our inspiration piece here, and you can see we are primarily painting in a circular format. And these repetitive strokes allow us, they encourage us to be calm, to be present, and just allow. So let's begin. I'm going to start on this page here. I'm going to wet my brush. Got my water here. And I think I want to begin lead or something with laying down water, and then I'm going to come in with some Titan Buff. going to mix a little bit of a brown with Titan Buff and just see how it's a little bit darker right here. And now we'll come in with some green. Move that clip. And here I'm just rolling, and actually I did not wet my paper here, and that's fine. I'm just coming in with some green and gently rolling it on my paper. I have just a touch of pigment in my brush and much more water than pigment. And I'm going to come in and draw a big circle here. Then I'll come in with some more color, not rinsing my brush, and just dropping it in. Letting it move, letting it be what it needs to be. Moving about the paper. And I'm going to come in with a darker, more saturated, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, now this is wet on dry. I did not wet the paper first. I'm going to come in with some more of that brown and Titan Buff Titan. I never remember which one comes first. Okay. Darker brown. I'm just dropping it in. my paper my paper's buckled because I have a collage on the flip side of this. And so there's glue and paper and all that good stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to come in with some of that quinacridone gold. Drop it in here. Just gently touching the tip of the brush to the paper. I'm going to add a touch of brown to the quinacridone gold just to soften it up a little. It's quite bright. Okay, I'm going to take this little plastic cup, and it is plastic, so the watercolor's not going to stick exceptionally well to it, but I'm going to paint the rim. Just come along. And let's just see here. Ooh, I like it. Okay, let's do some more of that. Very cool. Now, what we want to do is let this dry. You can take a dryer to it, which I'll probably do. Just sitting here thinking, do I want anything else with this? I'm looking at the inspiration piece, and I definitely have no intention of duplicating the inspiration piece, but to use it as that, just inspiration. And so you can see how this is different. I do think I'm going to go ahead and paint paint this in. And I'm just going over very lightly to fill in the circle. And then when it dries, I'll come in with maybe some of the black acrylic ink or the dark brown watercolor and draw a line around it. But right now, I'm just going to let this dry. Rinse off my brush. All right, we are mostly dry. I've got a few puddles here, and here, which is okay because I'm not gonna mind if some of what I add next blends and blooms with those puddles. First thing I wanna do is, okay, I'm going to add some gold marks. And I think I'm gonna do that right here. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna come in with my mechanical pencil. I did not do so on the inspiration piece, but I want to here, and I'm just going to make some intuitive marks. Okay, I like that. Here's my black pen. I think next I want to try and use some of these oil pastels. And I'm just feeling my way through this, and that's what I encourage you to always do. The more you trust your intuition, the stronger it will become. We are just about finished up with this Paint With Me session. I am going to add some black acrylic ink marks with that little piece of cardboard that I cut. Those make really interesting and intriguing marks in our art making and art journaling. I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time for you to be present and to paint with me. If you want to share your painting on Instagram, please do. I'm at bloom_true. Tag me and I will share your painting in my stories with your account handle and share that for others to see. Be sure to follow me here, subscribe to my channel at Bloom True, give me a thumbs up below, and I love getting comments from those who have painted along with me. And if you have something specific you'd like to see, feel free to leave that in the comments too. Again, I'm Terri Conrad with Bloom True, and this is Mindful Mondays. Until we meet again, be well.